The reason Cooler hates Frieza was explained in the last chapter, and it's because his dad took the side of Frieza over him, all because Frieza had a way higher power level and he was much younger, so King Cold just decided to go with him and leave Cooler to die. Ever since then, there has been this disdain from Cooler towards Frieza. He does not like him, and as the story goes even further forward, we get to see more reasons why. So King Cold is out here, and his main goal is to choose either Cooler or Frieza to take over from him once he gets too old. So I guess that's why he created Cooler and Frieza in the first place. In a way, just like Goku, he needed someone to pass down the torch to, and so far, he wants it to be Frieza. However, Frieza's mother is there objecting hard to this because when Cooler was born, King Cold took him away from his mother straight away, and she doesn't want that to happen with Frieza. Meanwhile, Frieza and Cooler are left together in a room, and I mean, it's just more reasons why Cooler doesn't like him. Frieza is bullying his brother. A fully grown Cooler is getting dominated by a little baby Frieza, and when King Cold comes in, Frieza starts acting like he's the one who's actually hurt. So all of this is coming together into why Cooler hates his brother so much. It eventually becomes time where King Cold decides to send Frieza out on his first mission, and being the chief that he is, he sends Frieza down to not a nice planet, but he sends him down to a planet that is vicious. Frieza is getting mauled out there. He hasn't figured out that he can strengthen his own physical attacks with ki, because again, he's just a baby. He doesn't know how to fight. He has a lot of power, but against all of these guys, there's nothing he can do. And when there's nothing Frieza can do, the only thing he can do is blow up the planet, and that's what he does. This random civilization that he just met, he kills all of them by blowing up the planet, and King Cold sees this, and he wasn't expecting Frieza to struggle like he did, but apparently there is a greater purpose for Frieza, and that purpose is the Saiyans. Basically, King Cold doesn't want Frieza to rule over the universe, he wants him to rule over the Saiyans because in numbers, the Saiyans are the greatest warrior race in the universe, and they can easily be controlled by someone with a power level of Frieza. Because there's not enough of Frieza's race in the universe, he can't rule over them, so the next best option is the Saiyans. And that's what King Cold's plan is. He wants Frieza to rule over the Saiyans. I love this next part so much because Frieza is with his dad, and he's not exactly training him because apparently Frieza's never trained a day in his life, but what King Cold is trying to do is he's trying to teach him to suppress his power. Frieza's final form is actually his base form. The other forms that we see are actually repressed versions because his power level is so high that he needs it. That's why everyone thinks King Cold has more forms, but what we see is Frieza learn how to repress his power and he goes into his first form. For the first time ever, King Cold has spent time training Frieza how to do this. And going back to Cooler, Cooler does not have any repressed forms. The form that we see him in naturally, that is what he was born into, and his dad never spent time with him and never trained him to suppress his power. And in a way, I guess you could say that's why he hates Frieza. Anyway, if you want to go on to read this full story, I will leave links down below. Big shout outs to the creator. I don't think anyone's ever made a pre-Frieza story, so it's pretty cool. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next Dragon Ball video.